Good morning. My name is Sanjaiysri Nithianandan. I repeat, my name is Sanjaiysri Nithianandan. I'm from Para, I'm 18 years old, and I'm currently doing my first semester for Diploma in Teaching English as a Second Language at College Polytech Mara Ipoh. I'm grateful to be given this opportunity to take part in Bicara Buku dalam Talian, which is organized by IPG Pihak. The book review that I will be reviewing today is entitled Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. The genre of this book is a serial novel, and this book is published in the year 1838. Now, without further ado, let's get into the book review. This story is about a boy named Oliver Twist who sadly lost his mother after giving birth to him, and the mysterious disappearance of his father, which led him to be an orphan. He was later taken to a workhouse by the age of 9. He had to work hard with just little amount of food. It wasn't long for him to be sold off to the undertaker, Mr. Sowerberry. The suffering didn't end there. It happens to follow everywhere he goes. One day, he got into a fight with his fellow apprentice, Noah Claypole. They got into a fight because Noah insulted Oliver's mother. And luck wasn't on his side when Mrs. Sowerberry joined and helped Noah to beat up Oliver. It kept being like this until Oliver had enough and decided to escape and head off to London for a better life. Just by his actions, we can already see that Oliver is showing growth and maturity, and that how people should not be trusted easily. Along the way to London, Oliver encountered two boys, Arthur Dodger and Charlie Bates. Arthur Dodger offered Oliver free food and also provided a place to rest rent-free by an old gentleman in London. With so much that Arthur had offered, you might think it's suspicious, but Oliver being blinded by the unexpected kindness, how could he say no? In the end, the generous old man ended up to be Fagin, a nutritious criminal who picked young boys up from the street and turned them into pickpockets. Oliver being oblivious to the truth and believed that they actually made an honest living by making handkerchiefs and wallets. Until one day, when Oliver, Arthur, and Charlie went on a handkerchief making adventure and things got out of hand. When Charlie and Arthur stole a handkerchief of an old gentleman named Mr. Brownlow. Mr. Brownlow caught the poor confused Oliver since the two culprits fled the scene. After coming to know that Oliver was innocent, he took the poor boy home and showed him pure kindness that he lacked in his life. However, yet again, this book comes with a twist when Oliver is kidnapped by Fagin. Afraid that Oliver might expose him to the police for his crimes, he kidnapped Oliver and brought him back to his hideout. There must be a reason, you might be wondering, there must be a reason why this keeps happening to this poor, innocent, good boy Oliver. It was later revealed that Oliver has a whole lot of inheritance that Fagin was trying to steal. Now, Monks, who is actually Oliver's half-older brother, was also trying to corrupt Oliver so that he could have the entire family inheritance for himself. In the end, Oliver ends up with what's left of the inheritance and is legally adopted by Mr. Brownlow. After all the hardship, justice was served to each and every one of them. Fagin got arrested and hanged, and Monks died in prison. Now Oliver Twist is living his life happily. Now, the reason why I like this book is because there were a lot of ups and downs and there were unexpected things happening. It was full of excitement and suspense. By reading the novel and getting entertained, there's also moral messages which are implied. To me, the moral message that I like and stood out the most is that to never think that the world is full of bad people. The famous proverb, action speaks louder than word, is proven when Mr. Brownlow showed his kindness towards Oliver by bringing him home and taking care of him. He becomes Oliver's mentor and as well as his first friend in his lonely life. Despite all the past rough experience, he stands for good and right and keeps faith in people. He is moved to find Oliver such a good soul, which later he develops a soft corner. He really is a respectable man and has a generous heart. To me, he seems to be a great role model and should be used as set as an example for being a good-hearted person. I really hope that more people would get to read this book, amazing book, and adapt all the moral messages into their life. That's all for the book review. Thank you for listening.